In this video, we will have an overview of how to make a quiz or a test on Captivate. Open Captivate, click on Blank Project, and click Create. So once Captivate creates a blank project, you can go to Slides, select Question Slide, and here are the options that Captivate provides for you to make a test. You can choose multiple choice, true and false, fill in the blanks, short answers, matching. Let's click on multiple choice question. This means how many questions you want in your test. You could have 15, or you could have 20, or you can have 50. And make sure that you select graded to keep a track of the score of your students or trainees. So to save time, I already have a multiple choice question quiz created. Since my quiz is based on computer knowledge, I have named the quiz Computer Knowledge, and I have added a button to start the quiz. To add a button, you can go to Interactions, Button, click on the button, and it will give you a button, and you can place the button anywhere you would like, any position. You can click on the dots and you can make it bigger or smaller, and also you can click on the button, go to Properties, and you can add an action to the button, continue, or go to the next slide. Since this will be going to the question 1, and question 1 is on the next slide, I have given it an action of go to next slide. You can also click on it, click on the button, click on Style, and you can change the text here, Start Test or Begin Test, or just Begin. It's up to you. You can click on it and change the color of the text. You can also click on it and change the size of the text. Let's go to the next slide. This is the slide of question 1. Here is my first question. You can click on the box, double click on the box, and you can start typing. Or you can select the text and copy from wherever document you have prepared the questions. You can copy and you can paste your question. These are the options that I have provided for my question. By default, Captivate gives you two options, two answers. You can click on the answers, you can go to Quiz, and you can see that the answers have 4 options. You can click on it and you can change it to 2, you can change it to 3, or you can change it to 5. It really depends on what kind of a question and what kind of answers you would like to provide. I would like to have 4 options, so I would have 4 options. You can also change the number of your options here. You can see that it changed to 1, 2, 3, 4. You can select any of these and it will change to whatever you have selected. Also, you can allot points to a question, how much your question is worth. You can select 5 and each question will be worth 5 points. I would want my question, since I have only 2 questions, I would want my questions to be 10 points each. You can shuffle the answers. Every time your student or trainee comes to the same question, you can shuffle them. The answers will show up shuffled. You can provide multiple answers, which means there could be more than one correct answer to a question. You can also provide a time to, you can allot a time to each question. You can select time limit, and since Captivate only provides time in seconds, you would have to select your time accordingly. So let's say you want to allot 30 seconds to a question, you would put in 30. Let's say you want to allot 1 minute or 2 minutes to each question, you would do 120 seconds. You can also have a timeout caption, which reads, "The time to answer this question has expired. Click anywhere or press Y to continue." Or you can also uncheck the box to not provide a timeout caption. I would prefer to provide a timeout caption, so I would check the box. Now, to tell the Captivate which is the correct answer, you would select the correct answer and make sure that there is a blue dot next to the correct answer. Let's say if the correct answer for this question was option number C, then you would select the answer and you would click on the dot to make it blue so that the Captivate knows that the correct answer to this question is number C. But the correct answer to this question is option A, so I would make sure that there is a blue dot next to A. Also, the correct answer has a caption that you can see here. Correct, click anywhere or press Y to continue. Now, usually this option is over here in the template, but I have moved it to a location where I would want it to appear when a student or trainee clicks a correct answer and submits a correct answer. I gave it a green fill to the box, and also I changed my text from 20 to 28, and I have given it a white color. Same thing with the incorrect caption. Also, I have placed the captions in the same place in both slides to have a consistency. And to avoid editing by dots, you can go to options and you can see the x-axis and y-axis, and you can see the width and height. So the x-axis and y-axis for this caption is 184, 388. 644 is the width and height is 81. So when you go to the second slide, you can click on the caption, you can go to options, and you can see that it matches with the caption in the previous slide. This is just to have a consistency in all of the slides. So when you run the test and when your students are taking this test or your trainees are taking the test, it will look consistent. Also, you have to make sure that the timing of the slide is not more than 1 second, because once a student submit a correct answer or incorrect answer, the slide should not run longer than the person has clicked or pressed Y to continue. So let's run the test. Click on Preview, Project. Now you can see that when I click Start Test, it brings me to the first question. Let's hit a wrong answer and submit, and it will show you the caption that you created. You can click anywhere and it will bring you to the next question, and let's select the correct answer, which is D, and submit, and it will show you the correct caption. And click anywhere and it will bring you to the result screen, and you can see that you scored 10, maximum score was 20, correct questions 1, total questions 2, accuracy 50%. Accuracy means that your student or trainee scored 50% because there was 1 wrong. You can close the screen and you can go back to your template, and you can make any kind of changes you want by going to the properties. You can see the options here and you can click on it, click on any options, and go to preview and run a test project and see what the options how the options are really helpful. You can also click on infinite attempts if you want to give more than 1 attempt to your students or trainees. And that is pretty much it with creating a multiple choice quiz on Captivate. Again, you can go to properties and you can do multiple variations with the kind of quiz you create.